All right, welcome back, computer arts students. Lesson 17 is the self. We're going to do quick mask mode. We're going to take a look at photo booth and grab a photo out of there, or I'll allow you to grab from Facebook as well. We're going to desaturate it, which means adding black and white. Possibly use the history brush and the notes tool. I'm not sure I'm going to hit on that. I'll show you what it is, but I don't use it very often. But here we go. Lesson 17 self. So let's find our document. Here's where we're at currently. Widen it out here. Let's go to photo booth. Photo booth is on your dock. Hopefully it works for your computer. If not, use an image off of Facebook. Here I am. Hello again. I found an image. Well, I took an image like this. It's very dynamic, I know. But here, what you got to do is take it. All you need to do is once you snap your picture, just click on the camera. It's going to go do a countdown with 3, 2, 1, and take your picture. And all we do is click on it and drag it over. Simply like that. Okay, it's going to ask you to place it. Right now it's reading as a photo on 2012, blah, 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 that information there on the layer. But when we click on our tool, it's going to ask us to place the file. We want to say place. And there we go. Now we can work with it. Best thing to do, especially if you have a very similar pixeled color background, is use the magnetic lasso tool right here, and just try to do your best to go around, and it'll drop anchor points, but go around. It'll kind of snap to those pixels that contrast one another and work it around. You might have to help it by clicking the mouse button to drop an anchor point. It might have a hard time reading some of these pixels because the colors are so similar around the border. So just do your best, go around. I'm going to help it a little bit here around the ear. And for the most part, the yellow against the black is good. It's going to create high contrast. And then basically loop it around the base, finish it up. All right. Now we have a couple places to fix up here. We can click the Refine Edge button to kind of refine this edge. We want to add a little feather to it. It's always good to add a little feather. Smooth it out slightly. Bring up the contrast slightly. Contrast will kind of negate the feather. So, you know, play around between the feather and the contrast, depending on what looks good. Don't want to shift the edge too much. Get something that looks good. Click OK. And what we can do is we can add a layer mask to this. If we come down here to add, click on this little box with the circle in it. We're going to add a layer mask, and what we can do is go to our brush. Make sure it's black here. We have a circular brush selected. And we can just hit up these little areas here, kind of those places that we didn't quite get too well around the neck. And that'll do it. I think that'll look okay. Next step is to desaturate this, or to play around with we want to play around with the hue and saturation a little bit to brighten it up. So if we hold on Command U, let's see what's going on here. Alright, let's try to go back to image adjustments. Alright, so let's see if we go to rasterize smart object, what that'll do. Okay, that's going to give us a background. Alright, so we have a layered mask here. We also have our image now that we've rasterized. Okay, so should work now, shouldn't have any problems. Image adjustments, let's go to, not hue saturation, sorry, brightness and contrast. Let's increase the brightness on here, a little bit of the contrast. Okay. Click OK, and then we're going to desaturate. Image adjustments, desaturate, or Shift Command U. Right? It doesn't look great, but you know, it's the photo booth. What are you going to do? You probably have better quality images on Facebook you could use. I'm going to go back to brightness and contrast, mess around with this a bit more. Okay. Alright. Now that I have that, now I want to just colorize my shirt. Okay, so I'm going to go back into it with my quick selection tool. With our quick selection tool, we want to increase the brush size slightly. Quick selection. Okay, and just select the shirt. What is that? Try it again. Alright, let's get the negative tool out here. Push it back slightly. Whoop. Positive brush. Push it back to the edge of the shirt. Hopefully this will work. Okay, now it's slowing down. Shouldn't be reading this slow. Not sure. It's having some trouble. Oop. Kind of touchy. So let's take down the brush size slightly, and work from there. Go back, switch back and forth from the negative to plus. Addition, subtraction. There we go. That helps. I'm just going to colorize this. So now if we make sure that we're on this layer, if we hold on Command U, go to Hue Saturation, I'm going to just give this some hue. Just colorize the shirt. Click OK when you think you have it nice. Deselect. For the most part, that works. But all I want to do now is move myself in between the layers of blue. So here is that back blue area. I'm going to move myself right underneath that one. Oop, right in front of it, actually. There we go. And here we have my Go Forth and Educate. That's in place. And maybe what I'll do is size myself down. Command T. Let's move into place here. For the most part, that looks pretty good. Double click. I'm kind of happy with that. Let's see what my other one looks like. That was my after. This is my before. Oh, notice what I did with the edge. So, right. So with this edge, what we can do is hold down the Command key, click on the layer, the thumbnail. Oops, sorry. No, Apple D, Command D. Click on the mask layer to select that. Start a new layer. And then we're going to select Modify, expand it. We've done this before. Click OK at 5. Fill this with white. Edit, transform, fill. Sorry, edit, fill with white. Click OK. We're going to move this layer underneath. And let's do it one more time. Let's apply that one more time. Let's go to Select, Modify, expand it one more time at 5. Click OK. Edit, fill, and with white. There we go. It's a little bit thicker. Better result. Command D to deselect, and there we have it. If you wanted to, you could take these two layers now, this one and this one, take them and merge them together. Hold Shift, click on both, Apple or Command E, merge them together. Here's my before. Okay. There we have it. I think I like the before picture a little bit better. The size is a little bit more proportional. That, for the most part, wraps up. We have one more tutorial, and that's it. Good luck, you guys.